Alright, so there's this guy that I've used this guy's music in almost every single video I probably have ever made, even the first, and I think even in the Coin Locker Baby video, the one I just made, I also used it, even in the thank you video, I think, actually. It's Masafumi Takada, the legend himself. He's most known for his work in Danganronpa, because, you know, Danganronpa, and whatever, and Killer 7 as well, but mostly Danganronpa, though he likes Killer 7 more. The work he did there was probably some of his best. He's gone on to work for like people like Nintendo, doing games like Smash Bros, Kid Icarus, animes even, and in general is probably one of the best composers in video gaming history in my eyes, and probably just ever. Why? Well, because he just rocks. I mean, he's awesome. Now, you might be wondering who this guy is. I mean, I've only used his music in my videos, and I talked about him like once in that one like Russian roulette video. So today we're gonna take a nice little filler episode after that dark video I made about Coin Locker Babies, and we're gonna go and talk about, well, Masafumi Takada. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about his career, and actually no, I'm probably not gonna talk about what makes his style so good, because that's just a whole nother, that's a whole can of worms. But we'll primarily be sticking with what made him so famous and why he's so popular now. It's actually a very fascinating story, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one. Alright, so way back in the 70s, Masafumi Takada was born. As a child, he always thought music was very interesting after like goofing off with some Yamaha keyboards and organs, like these electric ones. I forgot what they're called, but yeah, so as a teen, he started playing the tuba, and eventually goes over and studies music and stuff, and like, you know, he's having a good time, right? So he eventually, way later, enters the game industry. Why, I actually don't know. It's probably because, you know, he played games as a kid and enjoyed it. And he worked for this one game company called Human Corporation, which sounds like a Skinwalker, but, you know, like friggin' Skinwalker company, but whatever. He basically just made a bunch of like songs for games that people don't really take note of. It's very hard to find these. They're old Japanese games. However, he did meet someone at Human Corporation who also worked there, and this person Masafumi would be probably one of the most important people in his life, I would say. Maybe, oh, I don't know. Well, if he's married, like his wife and stuff, like, you know, this person's pretty important to his career, and I say that it creates some bromance between the two. It's Goichi Suda, also known as Suda 51. Suda and Masafumi are like a match made in heaven. I mean, Suda has this more abstract and unique ideas for games, and Masafumi has a more abstract and unique style with his music. I mean, you can hear it sometimes, and it's very distinct. So Masafumi works on a project with Suda called like Moonlight Symphony. It's a game that it's like part of a series and stuff. I didn't really learn much about it, but I heard it, and I mean, it's not bad. Masafumi, you know, he's just fresh out of, I think, like, I don't know if he actually went to college, but he probably did. He's probably fresh out of college, you know, working on music. And he's like, you know, I listened to it, it's not bad. So yeah, he's still developing his style. So Masafumi would continue to work on games within Human Corporation, ones that people don't really care about, but he would work on ones with Suda 51, such as like Silver Case and like this one called like Flowers Rain and whatever. It's things like that. They would get appreciated much later on, and their music is very beloved. But in 1999, the company, Human Corporation, goes bankrupt with an insane 4 billion yen debt. That is insane, especially considering this is like 1999, not like 2024, you know, when inflation's gone up. So that's like a lot of money, right? So yeah, a bunch of people, you know, leave, obviously, like everyone leaves, honestly, but a bunch of those people make their own companies. A bunch of ex-human, I'm gonna call them ex-human, no, maybe not ex-humans, ex-HC members. So all of these ex-HC members make their own companies. I forgot the names of all of them, but they make a bunch. And, you know, all of them are like using Masafumi Takada, and they didn't always use him, but they at least use him once. Because, you know, I guess he got popular in the office for being some kind of musical genius. But more importantly, he'd work with with a company called Grasshopper Manufacture as the head of sound design. A company started by Suda 51 after the bankruptcy. And you know, because it's Suda 51, it's going to be important, so yeah. Anyways, he starts working on games for, you know, he starts working on songs for games for, you know, the ex-Human Corporation people, and, you know, Grasshopper, they make a bunch of music and crap. And then one day, Suda 51 comes up to Masafumi and is like, dude, I'm making this banger-ass game called Killer 7. And you and this guy named Jun Fukuda, who's also in our office, I need you two to work on the sound design and the music. And Masafumi's like, hell yeah, bro, I got you, man, I love you. And Suda 51's like, I love you too now. Go make some music with Jun Fukuda. And this game would be very important to Masafumi's career. It'd be one of the most important little, like, it's one of the big steps in his career. Killer 7 is where the power of Masafumi Takada and Suda51 shines, and also Jun Fukuda. But I mean, I'm gonna be real, he's kind of the sidekick. But he's still important, he's still very important. He actually still works with Grasshopper now, but you know, I'm mostly focusing on Masafumi. And you know, Suda51 and Masafumi, their synergy is just so strong in this game. The music and the game perfectly complement each other. I could talk about this OST for days, but you know, I won't, just because I don't want to edit a 30-minute bajillion year video, whatever. I don't want to edit that long of a video. So yeah, we'll just take a look at how Masafumi and, you know, Jun Fukuda made the music for the game. It should be noted though that Masafumi did most of the music while Jun did a lot of other important sound design elements. So yeah, I think Masafumi did 55 and Jun Fukuda did 6. So yeah, but in an interview with IGN, they said that, and it was most likely Masafumi doing this, but he would look at the game, the text, the visuals, the pace, everything. He would take all the visuals in, and he would transcribe it into music and make it into music. He would kind of like, I don't really know how to explain it, and that's how he says it. So he kind of just takes what he sees and creates a mood out of it. And they'd also state that they wanted to essentially convey the story in the music, and they said it was like almost like translating text, right? It's like they're taking the Killer 7, the game, and they're turning it into music, which I find very interesting. Because when it comes to music and games, right, sound designers, like, they try and fit some kind of mood. They try and fit the setting, but they took it, and they didn't just do that, but they fit it in the story. They made a story with the music. And, you know, it also, of course, fits the mood. And, you know, I think I just love the OST of the game so much, especially if you guys ever get the chance to play it. It's an absolute masterpiece in my eyes. You know, it's, not going to talk about it right now, Killer 7, but, yeah, this was a huge win for Suda51, Masafumi, and of course, you know, Jun Fukuda. And it should be noted that, you know, Jun Fukuda, okay, I might as well explain this now. He really only works with Grasshopper. He's like, he kind of also is the in-house sound designer. So yeah, and the reason for this is, the reason they preferred to have in-house people is because Masafumi said something about how it was a lot easier to communicate and not have ideas lost or anything like that. So, you know, everyone could be together, right? Anyways, so, you know, he only shows up with Grasshopper Games is what I was really talking about, because, you know, they're both in-house people, right? So anyways, you know, companies notice this, right? Companies are like, whoa, Killer 7, who did the music? This guy is pretty cool. So people like, you know, people at Capcom and Atlas took notice, and they picked him up for a few games. Capcom picked him up for God Hand and a Resident Evil on-rail shooter game. I think it was like the Umbrella Project. And, you know, of course, Masafumi's doing this on the side. He's still working for Grasshopper. After all, it's like his home, you know. He's working on projects like the Silver Case, like the 25th or something like that, and other things like that. And they'd make sequels to other games they made back in Human Corporations, and they are totally chilling. Then, one day, 2007, Suda51 goes up to Masafumi and is like, bro, I'm working on another banger-ass game called No More Heroes, and I'm gonna need you and your bro Jun Fukuda to make some banger tracks. And Masafumi's like, yeah, bro, I got you. I'm down, bro. I'm anything for you. And then they start passionately making out. Now, if you thought Killer 7 was like the big step up, No More Heroes is like even bigger, because this game blows up. It is a huge success. It is nominated for multiple awards for its style, which is shocking because it's basically almost the exact same as Killer 7, but you know, it's nominated for multiple awards. Game critics love it and stuff. Everyone's having a great time. The music is awesome. You know, everything to expect. You know, everyone's having a good day. And then suddenly, you know, he's working on some more stuff. He actually works on another project with you know, Suda51. But one day, Masafumi gets a letter at the door. He picks it up, and it's not just any letter. It's a letter from Nintendo. Yeah, Nintendo, and they want his ass working on Smash Bros. Brawl. And so he does that, and it's awesome, and Nintendo definitely keeps that in mind because they use him again for Fatal Frame to work on that OST as well. And now he's been in lots of larger projects, but unfortunately he slowly starts to leave Grasshopper and Suda51. You know, he's leaving the company because, you know, he's moving on to these bigger companies. But don't worry, it's not like Grasshopper Manufacturer is gonna like fail or anything. They still got their young Padawan, freaking Jun Fukuda, and he's still killing it, I should say. Like, he's not some sidekick. Okay, he does some awesome music, and even later on they get the guy who did Silent Hill music. But, you know, right now in the story, this is about 2007, 2008. Masafumi basically leaves Grasshopper, but he's still in touch with Suda51, I'm pretty sure, because they actually, I think, if I remember reading somewhere on like a Japanese forum, they talk or something like that. I can't find it anymore. I just remember reading that a while ago. But okay, so, you know, one day, game company named Spike comes up to him. He's like, yo, Masafumi, big fan, huge game coming up, Danganronpa, and we need you to make the music. And also, Jun Fukuda, I don't know where he is, don't bring him in this, I guess, or something. And so he makes the music for that game, and this is just where he truly reaches the upper layer. This is where everyone knows Masafumi. yeah, so Danganronpa, freaking awesome songs. I love the OST too, but I think I still love Killer 7 more. It's got this more jazzy feel to it, a lot more orchestral rather than electro, but they still got some electro in there, and it's bangers, and everyone loves it. Everyone is loving it. The game, the music, everything. The theme to the game is absolutely iconic. You've heard it before. I know you probably, maybe have actually. I really can't say that after my Coin Locker Baby. The top comment is someone never having heard of Coin Locker Babies and poking fun at the time that at the start of the video, how I said like, oh, you probably heard about it. But you know, he just starts going crazy, right? Masafumi is now in the big leagues. He's making music for insanely large games. For example, even within every single thing that is Danganronpa related, he also makes. Smash Ultimate, the 3DS version 2. Like, literally, he is everywhere, right? And at one point, he even made a company after the, you know, Spike, the company that made Danganronpa fell, and he co-founded it, and it was called Tokyo Games, whatever. And they had a bunch of ex-Spike members. They also made some banger-ass games there. And overall, he's very famous now in the gaming music world. I mean, he's worked on, like, Crypt of the Necrodancer, even. Well, he did some of the arrangements for his Danganronpa songs, things like that. He's very, very popular now, you know. He even made some things based off Danganronpa, kind of like a Danganronpa-esque game. He's currently working on the music he worked on the music for an anime. I don't know how it was, I never watched it. And working on the music for a game for the anime. He's working on, like, all kinds of projects, right? So, you know, he's just very famous now, and he's an absolute legend for what he's done. He's done so much. I mean, he's worked on so many games. He started from working for this, I want to say they're kind of like, you know, like, I feel like they pumped out slop, but I don't really know. I mean, I can't really tell you because I've never played the games. But he started working for this one no-name company and worked his way up to working for, like, some of the largest game companies ever. I mean, Nintendo wants to keep him now, and all these other people have their eyes on him. So, yeah. I think Masafumi, for multiple reasons, is absolutely spectacular. You can always tell when he makes a song, I think, at least. Except when he arranges it, like in Smash Bros. I mean, yeah, I've played it before, but it's like just a normal-ass song with some different stuff in it. But even then, I feel like you can always, whenever he composes a song, you can feel it. Something about it always just feels like I can hear it. You know, you can just hear that love and passion. But alas, that is all I can say for now. I'll talk about him more later, though. You know, his work in Killer 7, that is something I'm definitely planning to talk about. But it is 81 songs long, and even if I only pick out the highlights, it's still a lot. And you know, he is regarded as one of the best, like, music composers for what he's done. Of course, in the video game world. I mean, there probably may be better ones out there, but I think he's one of the best. So yeah. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is just a nice short filler episode, especially after I had a very dark one last time. I really wanted to cool things off. So, you know, next time, probably going to go into some more dark stuff. I actually had a lot of fun researching it. I feel like, you know... also, okay, yeah, you know, I didn't even put this in my script. I'm going to just freaking I'm just do this Freebird style, right? I humbly request, right? My last video... a lot of topical discussions about abortion, right? I am so happy that I could make people discuss this kind of stuff. I always love it when people come together and respectfully discuss this. But you guys definitely were, man, this one guy kept giga chatting this poor dude this poor, like, I think his name was like okay, I don't mean to call him out, but you can find him. His name's the Conservative Knight in the comments. He just got like absolutely hounded, and I'm like, damn. And I also think, guys, if you're gonna watch that video, if you're gonna watch a video, please watch it to the end before commenting. I noticed a lot of people kept saying like, oh, why didn't they get, you know, just get an abortion or something, right? But I stated multiple times that, you know, abortions are shamed, expensive, and inaccessible. So, yeah, there's that. I also just wanted to say, like, you know, I might do some darker videos. It's just, I feel like something that we don't really talk about a lot sometimes. But just please keep in mind, like, if something does come up that's controversial, please keep it respectful, and also do not believe the person in my comments named Nobody. He is my friend in real life. He loves to just pretend that we don't know. We like to pretend that we don't know each other, and he likes to pretend to insult me and stuff on my videos. It's fine, so just also leave him alone. But yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that video. But yeah, just again, please keep it respectful. I know it's the internet. We're always going to have our opinions, right? But if we're going to discuss things, I want to keep it civil. I want to keep it respectful, so we don't cause, you know, crazy things in my comment section. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to have to remove things, because, hoo boy, the filtered comment, the friggin', I didn't think I would have to check the filter, but yeah, you know, the thing where it says like have to review. So yeah. Anyways, that is it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. This is just a nice short filler episode, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!